I want to tell you how to always be able to give the right response or reaction in a way that will help you achieve whatever you want to get. Now, your goal can be anything, like going on a date with someone, or scheduling a pitch with an investor, or maybe just maintaining a healthy relationship with your family. To set an example, I want to tell you a story of a friend of mine, Andrew. Andrew is a hardworking guy. He's loved by everyone. You can't not love Andrew. He is the nicest guy there is. He will always be there to help you, either if you're a friend or rather a complete stranger. Andrew has a serious crush on another good friend of mine and an old friend of his, Amanda. After weeks of overthinking, he finally decided to ask her out. Andrew was so nervous you could literally hear him shaking when he was talking about asking her out. So he decided to send her a text message. He opened his WhatsApp and sent her the message you're seeing on screen right now. He was so nervous, his heart was beating so fast, but nothing prepared him for what happened next. Suddenly Amanda was online, and the next moment, Andrew saw 2 blue ticks in the conversation. She read the message. She didn't answer, ignored him, and logged off. How can she be so brutal? Andrew thought to himself. He was angry. He felt disrespected. 5 hours passed and Amanda still didn't respond. Andrew was furious. He sent her another text, as you can see on screen. Why was Andrew so angry? Andrew was angry because Amanda ignored him. But did she really ignore him? I want to introduce you a model in psychology that's called the cycle of reaction. The cycle contains 4 phases: an event, interpretation, emotion, and response. An event is exactly and objectively what happened to us. An interpretation is the story we tell ourselves of what happened. An emotion is the feeling we get due to our interpretation. And finally, a response is the action we take because of our emotion. Our reaction becomes the new event and the cycle continues. So how can we manipulate the cycle in order to give the right response? Our response depends on our emotion, what we feel at the same moment we act. Our emotions depend on the interpretation we gave to a certain event. But our interpretation does not rely on the event itself. It relies on our point of view of the world, the story we tell ourselves, our mindset. I want to briefly tell you another story of another good friend of mine. This is Amanda. Amanda is a successful media marketer. During her daily morning meetings with her clients, she got a text message from a friend she really likes, Andrew. Although she was in the middle of her meetings, she was so eager to open Andrew's text. She read it and smiled to herself. She puts the phone down because she cannot reply right now. But she began daydreaming about their dinner. What happened next came out of nowhere. She did not expect that. Out of thin air, she got a very mean text from Andrew. Why is he playing with my feelings like that, she thought to herself, and decided to ignore him. After these 2 stories, I want to ask you, how can we change our interpretation? In order to give ourselves a different interpretation, we need to tell ourselves a different story of what happened. I want to introduce you the alternative stories method, or the 2 W's method. With the 2 W's method, you need to answer 2 simple questions: what and why. The first question is what exactly and objectively happened, to describe the event. The second question is why did it happen, and here's exactly where the method takes place. Why did it happen means what possible explanations can fit the event. Here's where we need to be open-minded. We need to think of 3 different answers to the question why. Let's take Andrew for an example. His first answer was, she doesn't like me and ignores me. A second possible answer or a different story is she's too busy right now doing something that's preventing her from answering me. A third possible answer is that she is so excited she doesn't know how to reply. It doesn't necessarily mean that one of our stories describes exactly what happened, but every story puts us in a different state of mind. It gives us a different emotion. This way you're free to take the action that fits you the most. You can benefit every situation, every event. Once you embrace the alternative stories method, every event becomes a growth opportunity, and it will bring you closer to your life goals. I hope you enjoyed the video. For more content about influence and growth, please subscribe to my channel. Although we never met, I know you're eager to learn, and that is the first sign of success. I believe in you. See you next time and keep your stories positive.